Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are diving deep into the core components of Azure Machine Learning. Uh, Whether you are a beginner or someone looking to sharp your understanding, this video is for you. Then let's dive. So as you can see, this is the main components if you would like to train your machine learning model. So let's start with resource group. Just increase the size here so you can read, and also it's for me to be clear. Okay, so is the first step in in Azure machine learning is creating a resource group. Think of this as a container that helps you managing related resources as a single unit, whether whether it's your workspace, storage account, compute resources, all of them can be organized under a single resource group. This makes management simpler and helps in tracking costs effectively. So they use the resource group ensure all related Azure components, let's say resources, are logically grouped for efficient management. So it's practically useful when scaling project or organizing resources for different teams or environments. So how to create the resource group, sorry. So you can create resource group in four ways: manually via the Azure pipeline, the Azure portal, using CLI Vision 2 commands with also Python SDK Vision 2 or through Azure DevOps pipeline. Choose the method that aligns best with your workflow. And all of these components, I have already, let me see, upload some videos, or maybe it will be in the coming days. It will be uploaded in this playlist. So someone asked in the beginning for the resource group, someone asked, why is a resource group necessary? Why I can, for instance, create a workspace and storage account, container, and all of these components. So organizing resources under a resource group simplifies cost management and life cycle management. For example, if a project's end, you can lead the entire resource group in one action. This could be one benefit. So someone asked also, can I move resource between groups? So if you have, for instance, this is the resource group, you have created the workspace storage account in one resource group. So can I move resources between groups? Of course. Azure allows you to move resources between resource groups, but they may be restriction depending on the resource type. Some of the resources are not allowed to move. So we will, of course, we will discuss it in the coming. So someone also asked, does resource group impact performance? So if I have, because I have created the resource group, do I have this any impact on the performance? I would say no. Resource group are purely organizing, just like organization, and have no impact on the performance of the resource within this resource group. So last question, can I use the same resource group across multiple region? So when you create a resource group, you can create it and specify or identify the region that you would like to save your components or resources in this region. So let me just repeat the question. Can I use the same resource group across multiple regions? Yes, but the resources within the group must be within region specific availability. So sometimes, let's say you need a workspace in a region West USA, but sometimes this resource is not available. Just an example. Okay, then the next one is a workspace. The workspace is the central hub in Azure Machine Learning. It, I mean, it's where all of the magic happens. I will say, just. So I have, let me just see with the, if I find the one image for the workspace. So as you can see here, I also uploaded a video on this. This is the workspace. This is the central hub, called the central hub of the machine learning. So I also explain all of these components in one video. So for managing experiments, models, data assets, and deploying compute instance or resources, this is use one step, let's say, stop shop for everything machine learning related. If you are working on multiple projects, you can create separated workspace to keep things, let's say, organized. If you have use the slides. If you have, let's say, a project for object detection, try to define the specific workspace. For instance, for this project, if you have object segmentation or semantic segmentation, try to create another workspace just to make it more organized. So the workspace enables a collaboration between centralized across the resources like dataset experiments, as I said, and model registries. It's also critical for tracking project progress and automating workflow. So how to create this? Similar to the resource group, the workspace can be created manually using CLI Vision 2 with Python SDK Vision 2 or Azure DevOps pipeline. This flexibility, I will say, ensure compatibility with different project setups. So there's some questions here. The first question is, can I share my workspace with others? So for instance, if you are working with some guys, so you create workspace, can you share this workspace with the guys? The answer is yes. Azure ML allows role-based access control, so you can assign a specific permission to a team members. Second question is, what if I accidentally delete my workspace? If you just delete your workspace uh, accidentally, so is there any way, let's say, to retrieve this? So Azure provides soft delete functionality for workspace, so allowing you to recover them within a specific period of time. I'm not quite sure indeed how much time uh, it will be saved. After that, it will be permanently deleted. The third question is, how many workspace can I create it? So as I said in the beginning, if you have many projects, I mean, for each project, try to create a workspace. So how many workspace can I create it? Indeed, there's no limit, hard limit, but each workspace just increase your cost, and so managing them effectively is the key. If you will be able to manage all of this workspace, try to create. If not, try to minimize number of workspaces. The fourth question is, can I access my workspace programmatically? Of course. So as you see, as you maybe saw in the previous videos, I have to, I also showed you how to create, to access a workspace or create even workspace, delete workspace, show also the workspace via Python SDK, Version 2, or even with CLI commands. The third component is a storage account. A storage account, Azure Machine Learning rely heavily on data. So let me see, you have created a resource group. This resource group I will consider as umbrella. And you have created a workspace, but you have also write, well, let's say, a Python, algorithm to classify or to object detection to do any task, but you need the data to work on this. So, Azure Machine Learning rely heavily on data, and that's where the storage account comes in. So this is an Azure resource designed for storing all kind of data, from blobs to files to tables. It's ensure that your dataset and other essential files are securely stored and readable and really accessible from your project, your machine learning workflow. So as I said, also, I mean, I already uploaded the videos on all of these components. I think this till the compute cluster is still in the progress, but all of the previous components already uploaded, so you can have a look in this. So the storage account is essential for managing raw data, process data, and even model artifacts. So if you model artifacts, if you trained your model, now you have a model trained called trained model. You need also to save it in this storage account, a storage, yeah, of course, storage account. A storage account is like your PC, for example, drive D or C. I'm just consider for simplicity like this. And it serves also as a backbone for storing and retrieving data throughout the machine learning life cycle. So, and how to create this, of course, similar to the other one. And 1 minute, please. One moment. Yeah, sorry. How to create the storage account like other components. Like other components, you can create it manually, VLI, Python sticky, and Azure pipeline. So there's also some questions. Can I use an existing storage account? For example, you have an storage account and you need to use it in the workspace, other workspace. That may just maybe will be somehow easy to show you some stuff. But if it's not clear, it will be cleared in the uploaded video or the in the coming series. So don't worry. So this is the works the dashboard, the main dashboard. Here you have the subscription, machine learning workspace. This is called workspace, storage account, resource group, some other resource group, for instance. It's not showing here, for instance, the compute. Just say see all. Okay, it's not showing because it's related to the workspace. Yeah. So the question is, if I have this storage account, can I use this any storage account in can I use uh, what was the question here? Can I use an existing storage account? For instance, I have this storage account 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I need? Can I use it in this workspace? Of course you can. So Azure Machine Learning allow you to link existing storage account to your workspace. Second question: can I ensure the data securely by enabling encryption and using private endpoints? You can enhance the security of your data storage. This will be the endpoints will be explained in the coming videos. So just give you an overview. There's, for example, the data, how to load the data here, data stores and data assets. This is the models. This is the environment with the let's see Kunda environments. This is installed by Azure ML, and you can also have to if you have a custom environment, you can download it here. I will show also in this in more details. And this is the endpoints. This is the endpoint how to use the trained model and use it for the inference. Let's see. So what what are the third question? What are the performance tiers available for this data? So a storage account offer tiers like hot, cool, and archive to optimize the cost based on the access frequency. For instance, if you access if your data, let me just go to the data. I think this tiers it's not here. It's just in the storage account. This this tiers, but let me just go here. Storage account, and let me just open this. You can see some details should be here. Oh yeah, here. Default access tier, it's hot. And you can see what is hot. It's somehow, if you have a data and you need to access frequently. So this you should specify this. If you have access somehow data rarely, 1 day or 3 days or every 3 days, you can use call or archive. And is there any limit to the data that can I store? I mean, there's no limit because if you pay, you can store you store your data. So the second one is a container. After we create the data store, then we have the container. The container, I will see it as a folder inside your drive, for instance, D. So inside the storage account, we have a container. So for sake of simplicity, you can see storage account and have the containers here. So there are let's say the logical grouping of blobs that help in organizing your data more effectively. So for example, you could have separated containers for raw data. For example, container one, it contains images, container two, it contains text data, I don't know, CSV files and other. And container streamline data organization with a storage account, making it easier to locate and managing data assets for different storage of your machine learning pipeline. How to create this to container as usual. I mean, as the other components, manually CLI, Python sticky, and as well as the Azure DevOps pipeline. So, do I need to create let's see, to define or create a container? So, it's not mandatory. This is highly recommended for organizing your data logically. Question two, can I set access permission on a containers? Let's see, you have uploaded some data and you need to make a permission for some members. Of course, you can just give them some permissions. So for instance, let me just show you here. You can see access control. Just go to access control and here you can add a permission from here. Read this is somehow roles and this is role functions and here privilege administrator roles. This is for administrator and this is only for roles and you can see I don't know this for instance this one here blob reader allow for read access to Azure storage account content and data. And you can just click on this and click next, for instance, and add the member. So I already explained how to add some permission. Can I move blob between containers? So for instance, let me just go back. So I have a container here, container one, and I have data, for instance, this data here. Can I move it to the other containers? For if I have many other, let's see, other components. Of course, you can move either programmatically, I mean, with Python, or you can just from here. The second one, I mean, the next one is data store. Data store moving, we have to, I mean, moving on, we have the data store. This is, let's say, abstraction layer in Azure Machine Learning that securely connect your workspace and data storage solution like Azure Blob Storage or SQL dataset. So the data store simplify accessing and managing your data without worrying about authentication details. So it's I would say intermediate between the data storage and also workspace. So if we have a data here, I mean, we will create a data store, and the data store will have we will get the data from containers, of course, from data storage and containers. And this data in a data store will be used in a workspace without any authentication because it's already in the data store. And how to create this, it is as usual with 4 steps. So one question, what happens if my data store connection failed? So Azure ML provide details error, what is the error and how to solve this error, let's say troubleshooting. And can I have multiple data stores? Of course you can. You can have many data stores. As you can see here, I have many data stores. He- Oh, this is the data from the Azure ML. You can see here weather and blah blah blah, iris and other data sets. But let me just go to my pipeline and launch Studio. The question was, can I have multiple data stores? Of course you can. Go to data, then you can see data stores. I have many data stores here. So some data stores are created see automatically when we create the data stores, when we create the workspace, and this, for instance, is created manually or Python or CLI, and the last one is Azure DevOps pipeline. So is there any limit, for instance, for this number of data stores? Indeed, there's no strict limit, but you just need to make it more organized, and you have maybe the cost. And the data assets, the next one is data assets. Yeah, it's just like this. Yeah. Okay, the data assets play a critical role in reproducible experiments. They are versioning data assets registered in Azure ML, which means you can always track the data used for a specific experiment. This is especially important to ensuring the consistency and reliability in your ML project. For example, when I have a data assets, as you can see here, this is the version, and the version is the benefit of versioning data assets is that I can reproduce the result. So, for instance, you can see I have for this data set, I have 7 versions. It's almost the same. I mean, almost the same data, but just trying to make some demos how to create, let's say, data assets and with different ways. So, what is the advantage of versioning data assets? Why I need this versioning? So versioning ensures track and make experiment reproducible. For instance, if you are training your model with a specific data, let's say with version, let's say 1 or 2, okay, and now you have a specific result, or you have I don't know, you have a specific result, or maybe you have error or bug. So now, if I give this the version and the code, the algorithm for the training and the specific version, this same version here, this ensure I will get the same result or the same bug and trying if it's a bug trying to solve it. That is why we need the versioning of dataset. Can I share next question? Can I share this dataset across workspace? For example, I have this data assets, sorry, data assets. Can I have this one? But it's belong to workspace demo 03. Can I share it with the other workspaces? Yes, the answer is yes. How to update the data asset? How to update the data assets? Is by uploading. by uploading the new data sets. So as you can see, you have create. So how to upload it? There are three ways: either manually or CLI, Python sticky, or also pipeline. You can see I have I already closed this also pipeline. Let me just open it, maybe just to have a look. And the next one is compute cluster. So we have the data, we have the resources, we have the storage account, we have the workspace, we have the container. What we need a PC, we need a computer to run our stuff. So there's a gonna be a set of virtual machines that distribute your training or inference jobs. So sometimes you have a big, let's say, big data sets, and this the compute cluster is contains, let's say, several nodes or several PCs. From zero to, you can specify the minimum and maximum number of cluster, number of compute instances. There's a set of compute instances in one cluster called cluster. So compute cluster enable efficiently resource utilization by scaling. You can scale up or scaling down based on workspace workload demands. This is, let's say, ideal for resource intensive tasks like training large models. So if you have a big model, not a big model, if you have big data sets, you would like to train this data set, and sometimes you need uh, more resources, let's say more PCs. So this is ideal for your project. And the training, now we have all of these components. We have the PC. Now we need the training to, I mean, the algorithm. The training model is the heart, I will say, the heart of the machine learning. In Azure Machine Learning, the process involves teaching an algorithm and to recognize, let's say, patterns in your data or extract maybe insights from your data. Once trained, your model can make a prediction or decision based on a new data inputs. This is with this, let's see, actual intelligence is built into your application. So you have in the beginning you have, I mean, depends on, let's say, the algorithm type. Is it supervised learning or unsupervised learning? But this is in general. You have in the beginning you train your model, and once you have the model, the model will be saved in the storage account or whatever you want, and this model will be used to predict the new incoming unseen data. This data, the new data, it's not used in the training for the training, and we will see in the next coming videos how to do this. So training model in Azure is seamless with features like automated machine learning. There's also automated machine learning if I show you here. Oh, yeah, maybe just by the way, this is the pipeline, how to create the resources, how to create all of these resources via Azure pipeline. For instance, create a resource group, workspace, storage account, container, data store, data assets, and compute instance. The next will be we will see how to create a compute cluster, because compute instance it's not using for the big training. Let's see, if you have if you would like to train your model, it's just used to compute is used for small stuff, small training. And what if my training job is filled? If you have yeah, automated machine learning, this one here. You can also use designer. You just drag and drop. You can see, for instance, this example here, image classification. For example, you have transform your data, selecting the network, applying some other stuff, and this is we will discuss in the next couple of videos. And this is automated ML. It's used to find the best model based on your data without writing a single code. So if you have a data and you don't know which algorithm is the best or which model is the best for your data, this is the best for your task. So and the training, for instance, if I have a training, can I stop? Let's see, not to stop, pause and resume training job. Of course you can, and of course it's provide or support visualization of the training. You can see the each ebook, and for the training and validation. I mean the loss function for the for this. And the last one is deploying your model. So after training the model, how to use this model in the production. This is what we will learn in the next couple of videos. So why, if my deployment model needs an update? Let's say you have trained your model. Now you have test, or let's see, make the inference for the new coming data. Now you see the model, it's not performing well. The performance is bad. So we need now to update the model, right? So now Azure Machine Learning allow you to deploy a new version of the model with with I mean very easy, I would say. And of course, let's see one question: can I monitor model performance? Can I monitor the model performance? Of course you can, because if we can also use ML flow package that can be it will be easy with this to track and monitor performance. Now, as you can see, all of these components are deeply interconnected. For instance, the resource group organizes everything. The workspace managing the machine learning lifecycle. The storage account keep or store your data, and the containers group your blobs. Data store connect the workspace to the storage account, to the storage, of course, the storage account. And the data asset is track data asset for reproducibility. The data assets, and the compute cluster power your training, and finally deploy makes your model accessible to the world. I mean, not to the world, but accessible to your team, or if you are a company, to your customers. And each step indeed is critical, and together they form seamless pipeline for machine learning successfully. And as I try to show you in this video, in this with this website here, as I showed you, I'm trying to make a sequential, let's see, in a sequential order how to create this, the whole pipeline. I mean, from end to end in a Azure DevOps pipeline, and also in machine in Python SDK, version 2. Now, and that's you have it. Let's say a complete overview of the core components of Azure ML, from resource group to model deployment. This element form the backbone of machine learning project in Azure ML. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe and even like. And if you have any question, just write it in the comments. I will try to answer these questions. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.